it's my first time going live in 3 months from being in Facebook jail. So I'm super excited to be here. But I wanted to say happy first day of spring. Like, what? Where'd March go? Where'd February go? Shoot, where'd January go? I can't believe that March is already over halfway done. Like, nuts. So, I had some thoughts today about spring. And what does it mean? So, to me, spring is a time of awakening, new beginnings, fresh starts, just new. Everything's new. And waking up. This is the time when we see flowers coming out of the ground. We see baby animals. Our neighbors down the road already have a bunch of calves on the ground, and it's just fun to watch the babies. And we're getting ready to start calving ourselves, and I I get baby fever, and I'm not talking about human babies. No thanks. I'm talking baby horses. Every time spring comes around, I'm like, I want to foal again. And it's like, I already have 6 horses. I don't need any more. But I just love working with the babies and creating that bond. Prince, my buckskin, he was my first baby, like, ever. And he's gonna be 7 this year, end of August. How crazy is that? But, we have such a cool connection because I got to work with him and bring him home as a weanling and put all the rides on him with my husband's help, but I did all the rides on him and all the training, and it's just fun to see how he progressed. And spring's here. I have major cabin fever. Like, I'm dying to get outside and do the things, but of course it's Wyoming and the weather does not go by the calendar. We just had a big snowstorm on Tuesday. Yesterday it was windy, but almost all the snow is gone already because it's melting and it's now a mud hole. But that's okay. I look at the spring snow as haymaking weather. This is what makes our grass and our pastures nice and lush. And yeah, I don't complain when it snows, rains, does any of that, because I know what's coming next. So I'm very grateful for our snowstorms, and I'm aware that we still have April to get through and part of May. Hopefully we have a earlier summer than we have in the last few years, but I'm super excited. I'm happy to be here and sharing this with you. It's shedding season. Spring to me is mud and hair. Mud and hair everywhere. I have 7 dogs that live in my house and 2 cats that live in my house. And it is a nut job of a household in the springtime because they track in mud and they're shedding like crazy. I don't know about you, but my dogs seem to shed year round. And keeping up with the hair in my house is a job, but I manage. Right now my horses are starting to shed and they're messy, it's muddy. It's just, you want to be out there with them and brush them, but then it's like your just hair sticks to you because you're full of mud too. So it's like this vicious cycle, but then spring, as it gets going, the weather turns nicer, we get outside more, and to me, that's when life is fun, is when the weather's nice, you can be outside, you're not cooped up, you can go ride, you can go walk your dogs, you can just be outside and enjoy the sun. And that's huge for me. I've always been an outdoorsy person, and so I'm super excited about spring and summer and what it has to offer. And talking about new beginnings, I started my business about a year ago, actually just over a year ago. And 4 months into starting that business, I was able to leave my 9 to 5. So I've almost been retired a year, about a month, and then I'll be a year. And it's been such a journey. It's been a journey of growth, of learning, of becoming. I have learned so much. I have met so many cool people on this journey, and I have learned more about myself in this past year than I hadn't ever had an idea that I needed to. And I just want to say, you know, we tend to let fear stand in our way. We get complacent, we get comfortable, and honestly, it's all a false sense of security. And I worked in the 9 to 5 grind forever. I used to work at the animal shelter for 11.5 years, and I loved it. That's why I have 7 dogs. But it burnt me out. Like, it physically made me sick. My body screamed, it's time for a change. And then this opportunity came into my life at the right time. God's always watching. He doesn't always let you know that he's around, but he's always watching. He listens. He knows. He knows all that goes on. And I do believe it was his purpose for me to leave the shelter and in that time to make a change. And I'm so grateful I did. And I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to push anything onto anybody. But I just want to share this experience with you because I know what it's like to be burnt out. I know what it's like being at a job that you love, but your bosses might not share that love for you. I have seriously been in jobs where the boss likes you for a little bit and then for some reason they don't. And I went through this a lot in my career, and I was one of those people. I didn't go to work to just collect a paycheck. I worked. And I earned every penny. I made sure things got done. I hated sitting idle. Mainly because my boss would get on my case and it was awful and scary and no thank you. So I worked really hard to stay on the good side of the boss. And I always felt like I needed the job more than it needed me. And that is not a good place to be mentally. And so when I started my business, my goal was to pay off debt. I didn't plan on leaving my job. I didn't plan on making any big changes. I just wanted to make extra money to pay off debt. Because despite having a good paying job, as well as my husband having a good paying job, we just never got ahead. It seems like we always had these bills and debt, and it was just never shrinking. Despite having the bills paid every month. I'm not saying that we were broke by any means, but it was just like there was no wiggle room ever. And so that was my motivation for starting my business, was to get financially free. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot and I got scammed, and yeah, that's a whole nother story, but that was why I started the business, was to get out of debt. And this business actually has completely changed my life. I was able to leave the 9 to 5 after being sick for 2 months, after busting my ass for almost over a decade. And you know what? It's March, knock on wood, but I have yet to have a seasonal cold or flu, and I think part of it is I stay home a lot. I'm kind of a hermit, but that's beside the point. Just because I don't go out where the germs are, I can still pick something up anywhere. But I haven't been sick in almost over a year now. What does that tell you? I was able to spend the summer doing what I wanted. It was the first summer I had off in a very long time, probably since college, which my last year of college was 2009. And I worked for school once, and I had one summer off, and it was probably the year or two after graduating. So that was my last summer off, was probably 2010, 2011. So it was wonderful to have a summer off, didn't have to go to work every day, and I was able to ride my horses, travel a little bit, enjoy life for once. And all while making money and helping others and contributing to the household. And it's so rewarding to be able to help other people do the same thing. And it's possible. I was not ever in sales or anything like this. I kind of always had that entrepreneur heart, but I never knew how to navigate an actual business. Like I pet sitted just after college. I started a little business doing that, and cleaning stalls and working with horses and stuff like that. I had a little business doing that, but it was more of a hobby than a business. So I didn't make a lot of money doing that, but you know, it was something to try and something I enjoyed doing, and that lasted for quite a while, especially being in a boarding barn. So when people went out of town or whatever, I'd watch their horses and clean their stalls and do all those things. And so I've done a little bit of businesses here and there. I give riding lessons, so I consider that to be a bit of a business, but I haven't in a while, just because I don't have the kids' horse I used to. So I haven't advertised for that in a few summers now, but it's something that I enjoy doing, but I also know what burnout feels like on that too. There is a such thing as too much of a good thing. But I just want to say, if you are feeling stuck in a rut, stuck at a job that just gives you a paycheck and no appreciation, no fulfillment, none of that. You dread going to work every day. There's better options out there, and I'm living proof of that. And yeah, I never imagined I'd be doing a business online. Never imagined that. I never imagined I would be home full time. Yes, I am that stay-at-home dog mom. And I love it. I love it. And I found this training platform that is helping me take this business to the next level. And oh my God, the knowledge that I am learning and gaining from this training platform is mind-boggling. Like, I have so much to learn, and that's part of growth, is always continuing to learn and continuing to do the things and put in the practice and make new friends. Like, holy crap, I made so many new friends through this business by talking to strangers, also people in the business. Like, we have the coolest freaking community out there, and it's just been such an experience. And I'm getting ready to go into my second summer of not having to do the whole going to work and punch a time clock. I get to go ride my horses every day and do the things. And that's what it's about, living life on your own terms. That's what it's about. And financial freedom does that for you. And that's what this business can do for you as well. And it's set me free. I'm so free and so grateful, because I was, we used to laugh at my job. I was a shelter assistant, so my job was to clean up after the animals. I never got to leave the shelter, except for rare occasions I'd get to go on a call or something. So I was stuck in the shelter all the time. I didn't get to leave and go pick up animals and stuff like that. So it was kind of a running joke of, oh, they let you out of the dungeon. Oh my God. It's so freeing not to be in the dungeon anymore. And don't get me wrong, I loved what I did, and I miss aspects of it. I do plan on volunteering this summer. Hopefully, because last summer I kind of got busy. This business took over my life, which is the goal. And I'm not complaining about that at all, but I do want to give back. I want to go walk dogs like I used to, and give back in that way and still be in touch. I still love the animal sheltering world. I still love that part of my life, and it's nice to be able to give back and have the time to do that. But I just want to tell you, it's 2025, people. The online space is where it's at. And I'm living proof that anybody and everybody can do this business if you put your mind to it. And I couldn't be happier, and I'm excited for this summer. We're just starting a 90-day blitz, and yeah, I am so excited. Today was the day one of the 90, and I've already made leaps and bounds in my progress in one day, because now it's laid out what I need to be doing every day, all the, the little things that we should be doing to promote our business. And yeah, it's very cool. I'm very excited to see what the next 90 days brings, and I'm happy to share this journey with you. And please know that you don't have to be stuck in a 9 to 5 that is killing you slowly, because I've been there. I thought I was gonna die a few times. RSV is not fun. COVID is easy peasy compared to some of the crap I've had to deal with before I left my job. So I understand what knocking on death's door feels like. And it was my body's way of saying, girl, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of being in this job. Get me out of here. And I'm glad I listened, because here I am. I'm healthy, I'm happy, and thriving. And I want that for you too. So I hope you all are having a wonderful first day of spring. And if you're interested in learning more about this opportunity, I am here. I am happy to share it with you. See if it's something that piques your interest. And if not, that's okay too. This isn't for everybody, but I just want to give you my testimony that this business has some amazing benefits and amazing people that are here to help and encourage and support you along the way. You're not alone in this journey. And that was one of the biggest things that attracted me to this, was the community. I like to have my hand held when I'm trying something I've never tried before. And that's what it provided me. And now I get to hold the next person's hand and guide them in this journey. And that's what it's all about. So anyway, feel free to reach out, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.